I'm gonna let all the sloppy in because fuck it. It's Zoom.
Okay.
Are you gonna be visible?
I should be. Hold on. Oh, I didn't. There it is.
Oh dear.
I am visible now.
Are you okay, man? You clear to be
Oh
talking?
yeah, no, I'm good. I'm just tired, bro. It's like I'm just tired, but I am good to go.
Of course you're tired, man. You're on tour, but let's get this thing going. Welcome to Beats and Beatdowns, a podcast show where Rockstar and a rock radio DJ do this shit on Zoom. This motherfucker Alfonso on tour. I'm Span the Rock Radio DJ.
I'm Alfonso. What's up, everybody?
Oh my goodness. So where are you currently?
I am in New Hampshire.
Wait, today is Monday. You left Sunday for tour.
Yeah.
Y'all went all the way to damn New Hampshire?
Yeah, we're in New Hampshire already. Yep.
All right, tell me something significant about New Hampshire you've realized in your days traveling.
The air is super clean. Really clean. Like, it's super fresh air. Like, that I can tell you for sure. It's like the most fresh air that I've like breathed in so far. It's just a lot of wilderness. There ain't shit.
It's not that big a state. I would think there'd be more, I don't know, development. Like people just be like, oh, there aren't a whole lot of people here. Let's snatch up some land, make us like 500 acres and stuff, you know?
Yeah, like the city that we're in is really like developed, you know, but on the drive up here, I mean, they're like New England is really small. Like all the states are super small, you know, minus like Massachusetts and New York, obviously New Jersey and shit. But
no, Massachusetts is still small. Massachusetts is like the size of like Detroit plus 20%, I think.
Yeah, but I mean, like this, yeah, the state is considerably bigger than most of the states in New England. Because I mean, Rhode Island is like fucking nothing. Delaware, I mean, you blink, you pass it. Connecticut, same shit. You know, so you've got like New Hampshire, Vermont, Maine, Massachusetts, New York, New Jersey, Maryland, I think falls in there too. Kind of.
Okay.
I think Maryland is like a split between like New England and the East Coast.
Yeah, Maryland is real weird. It has a cross between like strong urban culture in Baltimore and high presence of government culture from like Virginia being nearby and DC being nearby, and so you have people in the federal government all over Maryland, all over Virginia, all over that whole tri-state area.
So yeah, I'm up here. Don't post this shit until next week. So I need to get that pay.
What pay? What are you talking about?
My PTO, bro. They're gonna try and screw me on that shit.
Oh, okay.
I deactivated my Facebook and everything just in case. Fuck those people. Give my goddamn money.
Fair enough. I won't post anything until the 27th?
Friday. No, you can post whatever you want on fucking 5:00, September 24th. Fuck them. I finished my shift. Y'all can kiss my balls.
Okay. So I'm gonna literally upload this video to our YouTube page and set it to premiere at like 5:01 on the 24th.
Bam. Turned in my time card. Fuck y'all. No, actually, you know what? Fuck it. Yeah, do the 27th just in case.
Motherfucker, get your shit straight.
Gotta make sure that they get that submit timesheet. I just want to play this as safe as possible. I just want this to be over, dude. I just want to be out of there so fucking bad.
Yeah, man. Fair enough. Like I don't want to blow up your spot, so I will post this on the 27th at 5:01 p.m.
No, 27th at 6 in the morning. I don't care. That's it. That's when accounting gets that shit, we're good. They can fucking get fucked.
Okay. All right. So the 27th will just be a content day. Because whatever podcast I can squeeze out of your butthole while you on tour, all the video and audio footage will be like dropped, bing, bang, boom, on the 27th. It's gonna be everything. Anyway,
exactly.
So did y'all have a show Sunday night?
We had a show Sunday. We had a show today. We have a show tomorrow. We don't have a show Wednesday. We have a show.
Where was last night?
We were in Rochester, New York.
Okay. How'd that go?
Great. It was like 100 people there. It was a great show.
Okay. And now you're in New Hampshire.
Yeah. I got to start begging tonight. So.
Begging?
Yeah, we don't get paid for this shit. We paid to be on this.
Oh, okay. So you gotta drop a whole bunch of merch, right?
Yeah, but I mean, like, that's still not enough money. If you think about it, it's like we got money for merch, but we got to pay that merch back. So whatever we make is, I need to make like at least $200 a night just to probably break even. You know what I'm saying? So I got to go to everybody in the crowd and be like, yo, donate $5, get a free CD, bitch.
Man. Whenever people think being a rock star is like easy, man, I just be like, yo, listen to AC/DC, Long Way to the Top, and you like. Well, yeah. Go ahead.
At our level, what ends up happening is that you're still. It's like you're still proving yourself. So it's like we paid $5,000 to be on this. We don't get any money. What?
Where Jake's at?
I have no idea where Jake's at. But we paid 5 G's to be on this tour. It didn't happen for 2 years. We don't get paid anything any night. We don't get any food. We don't get anything. We don't get shit. All we get to do is be the opening band or the second opening band before the headliners go on to the tour, and then whatever we sell in merch and shit. So we don't, we don't get shit. So it's like we're out here grinding, being grimy ass motherfuckers and trying to survive. You know what I'm saying? So it's like
I had beer and pop. I put in the thing, and
yeah, it's in the coolers for you. Just buy ice. I put them in their coolers so that you can get ice.
Okay, they're getting,
yeah. I put them both in the cooler so you'd be.
See, that's the thing. I brought my own cooler because I want to put pop and other shit in there.
The red one's tons of room. I had 2 extra coolers, one's for beer and one's for whoever wanted it. So you can use the red one for your pops and shit because it's there. Just put ice in it.
I mean, I just got stuff in right here in this portable cooler.
Yeah, so you have all your stuff is in the beer cooler and in the red cooler. Okay, welcome to being on tour.
Okay. I thought
you were live. Talking about coolers, beer storage,
this podcast is going to be all about how we
refrigeration.
All the backstage shenanigans that go on. This, by the way, there's Jared. Jared, you're on our podcast.
What's up, Jared?
Hell yeah! What's up?
So yeah, long story short, bro, we get shit on until you become like a really big band, and then it's like you probably shit on everybody else. I don't know.
Oh, that's the shitting always goes downhill. You just keep
not us, man. Like we try to
shit river until you get to a point where it narrows and there's less shit in your eyes and mouth.
We try not to be though. Today, we have locals that are opening the show, and there's not a lot of room on the show because King A10 doesn't strike their drums. And by striking, what I mean by striking the drums is once they set up their drums, they don't take it down, right? And neither does the headlining band, Combi Christ. So that leaves no room on stage for anybody's drums or anything, right? So you have to like make do. So the locals, you know, had their gear. Now it's just like, hey guys, like we want you to have space, bro. Just use all our gear except our drums, use our bass cab, use. And they were just, are you serious? I'm like, yeah, man. Like at the end of the day, we just want y'all to just have fun too. You know what I'm saying? Like, what fun are you gonna have if you're like your toes are on the stage? Like that's bullshit too. You know, that's not cool. You know, like, we know what it was like to be in your shoes, man. I never want to forget that shit. I never want to forget all the times that bands pull that shit with us, bro. I never ever want to be that band. Like, I would love to get to a point in our career where like we can just choose whoever we want to open, and I'll just fucking go online and look up like who the biggest local bands are in each city and be like, yo, just hop on the show with us. I want to be able to do that, you know what I'm saying? Because I never want to forget that shit. So we do it. We have that courtesy with the local bands. It makes a difference, man. You know, you make allies with people and they support you rather than be like, fuck you guys, get the fuck off stage. You know, it's like, don't do that.
Yeah.
You don't want to be that guy.
Yeah. If you were that guy, I'd be like verbally bitch slapping you like every time. I'd be like, yeah, I heard what this shit you do with that one band. You can go fuck yourself, Alfonso. Now let's continue on with the podcast. So
Yeah,
how many
now
dates?
we talked about all about me.
Well, how many dates do y'all have like total for this tour?
For this tour, we have, I think, 23.
Okay. Oof. Y'all gonna do like 23 dates in like 35 days.
Yeah, something like that. Because we started the September 19th and we go all the way to October 23rd.
Okay, so Rochester, New York, anything significant happen, or you just play your show, get off stage, and try not to catch COVID?
No, we just played our show, got off stage, try not to catch COVID. Pretty much it.
So have you guys had a chance to shower since you left?
Oh yeah, we shower every night. We most of us have Planet Fitness memberships.
Oh, that's right, Planet Fitness. Yeah, I remember you telling me. That was one of those things. We need to revive those pro tips. We're gonna do those pro tips on the show. We're supposed to have 3 features, 3 Alfonso features, either pro tips, a rant or roundhouse rant or rant roundhouse, and social media scrap. So like,
yeah, I'm in, man. I'm in.
I still need to get the production together because you were supposed to set up the guitar and the amps so we can get some music.
I know, man. I'm too busy, dude. But I'll do it, I swear.
Yeah, we'll see.
I swear.
I'll keep bugging you about it. We'll get it up and running. We'll make it happen. But so now that all that is through, we're gonna go. This format is gonna be so loose because, like, whatever.
It's fun.
It was fun regardless. It's just like a different kind of fun. It's like, I don't know how to do it this way, but I'm gonna figure it out.
We figure it out.
All right, so this begs the question though. Your shit is shut down. You don't have any interaction. So like, who like kind of gins up the bass, as it were, like contacts people like, hey, we're out on the road. You should.
Oh, I mean, I'll do that. The guys post their own stuff, but I'll do that the moment, I finish up at work on Friday. Because once my shift is over, I can just be like, oh, I left for tour. Like, fuck off.
Okay. Cool. All right. So the first thing we're going to talk about is Machine Gun Kelly. Did you hear what he said about Slipknot?
Yeah, you called them like a bunch of 50-year-olds in masks or something.
Yeah, I'm going to the PRP.com. He said he got up on stage at Riot Fest. He goes, hey, you want to know what I'm really happy that I'm not doing? Being 50 years old, wearing a fucking weird mask on a fucking stage, talking shit. So anyway, what's everyone's favorite candy? Reese's Pieces? I was like, bruh, aren't you like the 36-year-old white guy with like the 14-year-old hairstyle?
Well, okay. I will say this. If you listen to that, it's kind of on par with all like the pop punk like shit talking that they do on stage, like sarcasm. So I'll give him that he's adding that to the stick, but he has no room to talk. Like, I guess because I don't know, like it's funny, like the guy starts dating Megan Fox, and it's like he's got all this crazy confidence even more now, and it's just like, we get it, bro. You're banging out the hottest chick's vagina in the industry. We get it. Shut up. Like, you know you dated up, like way up. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a way up.
Yeah, I can't. You've dated pretty. You've dated fine as hell. You've dated fucking hot. So also,
yeah, but I never date Megan Fox.
She's just another one of them, okay? And that's not to diminish the personage of Megan Fox. That's not what I'm doing. What I'm saying is she's another hot girl, just like he's another hot guy. And the funny thing about hot girls and hot guys, they have the same bizarre tendencies to be kind of odd people behind the scenes. So you never know what type of physical ailments they deal with, what type of personal issues they have, like what type of like idiosyncratic items to their personalities that kind of drive the other crazy. It's like, no matter how hot you are, there is something that's going to annoy the fuck out of me. Like, and so like when I look at MGK with Megan Fox, like, yes, in the pantheon of fame, like Megan Fox is famous because she's outstandingly attractive.
Oh yeah.
She also happens to be a capable actress, but nobody gives a shit about that because she looks like she does. And that's the sad part. Her hotness is a prison. Like, ain't nobody trying to give her some Oscar nominated roles. I think she could play a character that could win an Emmy straight up. I think she's got that kind of talent. Is she going to get that kind of shape? No, because she looks like she looks.
Oh yeah. She's like an 800 on a 10 scale, bro.
So yeah, like when it comes to MGK, I'm like, you're right. Like that whole sarcastic picking fights thing, part of the punk oeuvre that he's up to, whatever. Yeah. But like, I was just kind of like, bruh, just just do it. But like, of course, the rumor is that he went back at Slipknot because Corey Taylor, once upon a time, and we covered this in a previous podcast, where Corey Taylor said, the young artists that really frustrate me are the ones that take something that's been around forever and then just basically rework it and call it new. Even though it's completely derivative, the band they're ripping off, they're not even trying to rip off a bunch of bands. They're ripping off one band. But the younger generation picks them up and says, this is our blah, 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 because they're tired of old people telling them that the music that came before them was better. And I don't know who's right, but I know both are wrong because we should be encouraging everything. So
no, yeah. I mean,
it would seem that young MGK took umbrage. By the way, he's 31. So
he's still a young guy.
Yeah, man. I didn't know. I've known about MGK for over a decade. The idea that he just crossed the 30-year-old threshold leads me to believe this dude has been doing music since he was like a mid-teen. That is crazy. But whatever, more power to him. And if you're gonna pick a fight with Slipknot, get ready, because the maggot's gonna come for you. What is that? What are the gesticulations you were doing right now? Are these some inside jokes?
Waylon's in the van and he grabbed some cologne. He's like, hey, let me spray some cologne on you. And I'm like, okay, fine. Have you ever seen Dumb and Dumber? Where he sprays the bannock, he tries to spray the bannock in his mouth, but it sprays it completely the other way. He pointed the cologne at me and it sprayed the complete opposite way.
Oh, okay, that's great. That's
So it's like, and I'm like, what are you doing? It's like, I didn't mean to do that.
yeah, that's
Oh no, here comes the coffee fix. Okay, back. That's who's back.
yeah, that was awesome.
I'm sorry.
That's one thing. Oh, for those of you who don't know what it's like to be a band that tours, the little things, the little innocuous random things between your other bandmates become like bigger things and inside jokes and stories and all these cultural artifacts that make
I'm listening.
That face is hilarious. What the hell? Would you stop that, please? Stop. And this is the weird shit that band people do. Like just weird random stuff is like, okay, bands are like children with like driver's licenses and access to illicit drugs, vagina, and weed. Like y'all just wow.
Yeah, but MGK needs to shut up because Corey Taylor's gonna beat the shit out of him.
Man,
Listen,
the only thing saving MGK is the fact that he's holding hands with Megan Fox in public. The minute that dude is walking down the wrong alley in the wrong area at the wrong time in Des Moines, Iowa, he gonna get jumped by 40 dudes in masks. Just like, what'd you say about our king? What'd you say about our king?
Not even that, bro. Like when that guy gets on stage, I'm 100% positive they Velcro his feet to the stage so when the fans hit him, he doesn't fucking fly away.
What you say about MGK because he's skinny?
Yeah. You're just dust in the wind. Here comes MGK.
Yeah, that dude's like 6'4". I swear. I don't know if he's above $150.
$150. That guy's like 6'4" and 20 pounds. And most of the weight is on his kneecaps. The fluid in there would give him that weight.
I remember the time I was sparring with someone, and when I was doing like karate, or I can't remember if it was karate or taekwondo, but I remember distinctly feeling the blows of someone who was significantly smaller than me. And I was like, that must be an awful existence to have. Cause like he's hitting me with everything he's got. And I'm like, It's like I'm going nowhere. Like, I mean, I'm a brick of man. And like just gonna stand here full base. You can't move me at all. But whatever. MGK, God bless you. Go ahead and pick your fight. I don't know why you would, but I mean, I guess when you date Megan Fox, you get gassed up and you say dumb shit. Speaking of saying dumb shit, there's this thing going on between, well, okay. Did you hear about what Khabib said about ring girls?
Yes, and everybody's so mad about it.
Yes. So this is from MMAfighting.com. Khabib Nurmagomedov, he said at a press conference for his Eagle Fighting Championship program promotion, he says Octagon girls serve no purpose. And he says, look, I don't want to offend anyone. Ring girls are the most useless people in martial arts. What is their function? You can show that this is the second round on the screen. Do they develop a sport? Or do they help the people see that it's the second round now? What are they doing? Tell me, please. I realize that there's a history. History knows many mistakes. We read a history to avoid mistakes of the past in the future. If we look in the history, it says they are useless. That is my personal opinion. So he basically made a historical point about ring girls saying they're useless and then said it was his opinion. I mean, whatever. I mean, Khabib, that's how you want to feel. Well, Arianny Celeste got on Instagram and she said, I've worked over 15 years in this industry and learned it's easier just to simply not care. For 15 years, we have been more than just ring girls. We've dedicated time in promoting UFC and showing love and time to our diehard fans through touring the world and personal appearances. And while the world is very different now, I can still feel that energy and love every time we have a show with an audience. It's taken me 15 years of hard work, dedication, and time to be a badass, independently wealthy female. Independently wealthy, that's good for her. A real estate investor and owner of not just one, but 3 homeless properties, one located in LA, which is expensive AF. Oh, 3 homes and properties. And a female who is not afraid to take risks and build for my future. You can call us useless, but the people like me who have worked this hard, it slips right off my shoulders. My life is too good to be unhappy. You don't have to like me, but you will respect me. Last but not least, please tell me why reporters have nothing better to talk about than the ring girls. There has to be way better things to talk about. Next subject, microphone emoji. So then no one else but Fedor shows up. I was like, Fedor? What in the hell? So Fedor gets in there. Let me see. And he says, let's see. The girls are showing the number of the round. The only thing is to dress them more decent. You know, I don't have anything to do with it. I have enough problems in the affairs of my team and my family to not fill my head with stupid things. So he's kind of like, dress them decently, which is like, why would you do that? Like, if you're going to dress ring girls decently, why have ring girls? Like, well, I guess you could have like glam models do it. Like you have them dress up in evening gowns and like really, really nice sequined heels or something and do it. I mean, I guess that's one, but you're still showing off their figure. Like, why not put them in the booty shorts and the bra top? Like, what's wrong with it? Anyway, what do you have to say about this, Alfonso?
To address the point, you know, that she made, like, like, what do ring girls do? I don't know. I have no, like, I don't know. Like, they put on skimpy outfits and show you the number of the round. Okay, cool, whatever. Do they do anything else? I don't know. I'm not like looking at these people and like following them or anything like that. Like, I don't know. For me, like, I really don't pay attention because it's one of those things that it's like, I know they're speaking to the least common denominator with like girls like you know, dressing all hot and shit. And it's like, that's for dudes who like just don't, like, that's all they want to see, you know, like, that's all they want to see. And that's cool. Like, whatever, bro, like, get your money, you know what I'm saying? But I don't really pay attention to it. I will say that I don't think that Khabib is wrong in the sense of like, what do they do? I don't know what they do. You know, do they really add value to the sport, or is it we're just doing it because it's always been done? I don't know. Do they deserve to get paid and shit? Of course, bro, whatever. Like, you know, but then, you know, once I start getting lost when people are like, I'm independently wealthy, blah, blah, and it's like, okay, all right, bro, like, sure, you know, great. Like, nobody asked you that. Like, that wasn't the point. Like, the guy said that they're useless. You don't feel they're useless. Great. Like, no one needed to know the rest of, like, you know, I own 3. Like, okay, good for you. Like, that's not the question. And that wasn't like the opinion given. Like, so for me, like, I don't really have like anything that I think about, because I don't watch UFC to check out the chicks, and I don't even pay. And when we watch events, like the breaks, I just go fucking get water and shit and food. Like, so it's not, I don't even care. Like,
We don't see the ring girls for the most part when we watch a pay-per-view. The ring girls are mostly for the live entertainment.
Yeah.
Like being on site. Like seeing them on site is part of the spectacle.
For sure.
And I'll tell you what.
We're having some like really big hum and grounding coming from the base.
Do you guys have your own DI?
We have one that we
just take the DI that's probably the ground on the back of that head.
Uh-huh.
Take the DI, take the cable from the back of that base head and just put your DI.
Put a DI between it.
Just do that. Sorry.
No worries. This is tour life, yo. This is tour life. But here's the deal.
Yeah.
Here's the thing about ring girls. I want you to understand right off the rip, okay? Before I speak to anything on what they do, Dana White employs them. If you thought they were, Dana White employs them. If we thought,
no, yeah.
So it's like,
of course.
So before I can ask what do they do, I have to ask, why would Dana White employ them? Because he can't wait to not pay somebody. And he's had Arianny Celeste for 15 years. I never in my ever life would have thought that a ring girl would have a 15-year career in any promotion doing anything ever whatsoever.
I don't even know who the hell that is. That's how little I care about ring girls.
That's fine. Arianny Celeste, there was kind of a big stink when she started in OnlyFans. Now, I don't know if she gets naked. There's a whole bunch of chicks with OnlyFans that don't get naked. So she could be one of those. Or maybe she is getting naked. All I know is her visibility is making her money. She's been in this 15 years. She has to be getting into her 40s. She still travels the world. I'm assuming at some point she's had a child or she's going to have a child at some point. And still yet, she's still in with mixed martial, still in with the UFC. Now, that speaks to me that Dana White sees some significance in her presence. Now, the natural assumption is because he's a lech, so I'd assume he's banging her or banging the other girls, and that's what would keep them around. But you also have to understand one of the things they do that they're never going to get credit for because we don't see it is press events. Like, they are out there smiling, taking pictures, hanging out with the fighters, doing this, that, and the other. And in a lot of cases, showing up to events where there are no fighters, just representing the UFC. So these are all things that fall within their repertoire that make them part of the promotional arm of the company. And I'm going to tell you right now, Khabib's going to find that out over the next few years.
Yeah, I back to this. No, yeah. Like, I mean, I don't know, man. I don't pay attention to those people, so it's like I don't really know. Like, sure, I don't know, man. It just goes back to my whole argument. It's like, how many times can you see tits and ass before, like, you stop losing your mind? I'm 40. I've seen tits and ass all my life. Like, it's not like, I guess I've never understood why guys are just like, oh my God. Like, it's just like, all right, bro. It's like some other chick, like, she's half naked. Like, all right, cool. Like, let her do her thing. I don't know. Don't bother her. I don't know what to tell you. You know, like, have you never seen a titty before? Like, I don't understand. You know? It's like,
some dudes need that energy. They need that, like, the presence of women. And I mean, have you been to a mixed martial art event of some kind?
No.
Okay. I went to the UFC years ago. I want to say it's like 10, 15 years, not 15, definitely at least 10. I was in radio and I got tickets when they did the Palace of Auburn Hills. That's how long ago this was. And I had tickets through the station, through the promotional arm of the company who wanted radio talents to go and no one else could go. So they gave me a pair of tickets and I took a buddy of mine, Mike, and I learned a couple of things that night. First of all, Bruce Buffer's amazing. You and that fuck you. I hate when you do distracting. I'm gonna put a phone in front of your face.
What about Bruce Buffer?
Bruce Buffer is amazing. Like, I used to think he was kind of a joke, like just like, okay, Bruce Buffer, until I was actually in the room in the palace with him doing his thing. And I was like, oh my God, this is magical. Like, I never expected this. He's like, fighting! And he's doing his gesticulations, and you can see it in the fighter. Like, the fighter's just like, yeah. And it's just, it's amazing to behold. Like, it's all giggles and just like, okay, Bruce, go do your thing. So you see it live and it's like, oh, snap. Like, especially as it escalates over the course of the night. Because, you know, he does it for the prelims. He does it for the dudes, chicks in the middle. When you get to the main card, that's when you meet Bruce Buffer. And it's just fighting. And he's got the card in their face. It's like, fighting. And the guy's just like, yeah, Bruce, you hit me with that card. You slice up this nostril. I'll be fine. And it's like, oh my God, it's just crazy. And then like what you see visually in the crowd is like 60% dudes. But I'm gonna tell you, like 30% that is women, like they are all extraordinarily attractive. Like
I believe it.
The women who show up to UFC events know they are trophies. No, they are there for spectacle and they dress accordingly. Of course, the guys dress up too, but I don't know if wearing a gold sequin tap-out shirt is a dress up, but that's what they be wearing. And the jeans with all the holes in them. And then some really nice, like $100 shoes. It's like ridiculous.
Yeah.
Like, get out of here. So
I don't know.
It's a bizarre scene. I look forward to one day you and me going in some form or fashion, but yeah, so, and then the third thing I realized is the girls break up the sausage fest, because Lord have mercy. It's so many, and it gets hot in there, and it smells like dude. It's like, ugh, seeing like a woman in there is like, okay, all right. But I mean, you got Russians, man. Russians, Eastern Europeans, man, they're all about like, especially the Muslim kind, they just like, yes, we would very much prefer that the women would wear full burqa from top to bottom. I don't want to see lip unless we make baby. If we make baby, I want to see lip. Otherwise, I don't want to see lip. So yeah, I see your point. Like a lot of the things Arianny Celeste said didn't have anything to do with making her point, but I think she was more just like, hey, I'm not just a pretty face. There are things that I do that have nothing to do with the UFC that are part of what make me me. And but I didn't even go in the comments because I'm sure there's gonna be a whole like, just shut up and hold the cards, lady.
Yeah, whatever. Just gotta ignore those stupid people.
Yeah. Speaking of stupid people, from metalinjection.net, Megadeth's Dave Mustaine speaks out against medical tyranny of the government and schools at New Jersey show. Okay, here, quoting him, he says, okay, it's kind of nuanced what he says, so I'm gonna read most of it. He says, I just want to tell you how great it is. Look around you guys, look to your right, look to your left, how wonderful this is. We're all here together. We're not freaking out. We're not yelling at people. Wear your fucking mask. Listen, it starts with this kind of sensation that we build right now. We feel together. We feel like there's strength in numbers. We feel like we're invincible. People will not be able to stop us. Right now, what's going on is tyranny. This is called tyranny. Look it up when you get home. And tyranny isn't only in government. Tyranny right now is in the schools, and tyranny is in the medical business. We have power, especially us, heavy metal fans. We have the power to change things. If you look what happened in the Middle East right now, I said it a long time ago with this next song, Holy Wars. The fuck did you just say, Dave? Like,
yeah,
what?
that doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, it felt to me like he was trying to make a point on like not wearing a mask. He didn't speak towards the vaccine, which is good. But I think he's trying to be like, yo, this whole these mask mandates is medical tyranny, and it's not fair, and we should stand together and stop it. But he didn't really have the balls to come all out and say those words exactly. So he just kind of complained, and then he said, Middle East, Holy Wars, next song. It's like, Dave, why are you trying to slide some backwards ass politics shit in there? Like, we have heard nothing Nothing from Dave Mustaine as it pertains to Trump, as it pertains to politics, as it pertains to COVID-19, masks, COVID-19. He finally gets on tour and he starts talking that rash. Like, what the fuck, Dave?
No, he's always been. He's made a lot of political comments. He's a Republican.
Really? I missed them all, and I've been looking, dude.
Yeah, he's a Republican. He's always been. He's not one of those dickheads, crazy Republicans. He's a Republican for sure, but he's not like that crazy right, fucking nonsense Republican. But yeah, I mean, I don't know what he was trying to say. I just think, I don't know. I didn't really understand that comment, so it's kind of one of those like, all right, Dave, whatever you say. How about the next song there, guy?
Yeah. I don't even fucking know, bruh. It's like the only reason you get to play shows is because of the fact that we shut down and people got the vaccine, and now there's enough people who are vaccinated, who followed the rules, who hunkered down and didn't die of COVID, that can now pay you for your stupid fucking show.
Exactly.
So, if you want to be a stupid ass about this and ensure that your people die, do shit like that. That's what you do. Okay. All right. And I don't want to talk about him no more. So we can move on to one last thing.
The Haymaker hashtag?
It is kind of, but I'm not really trying to do that right now. I'm just trying to get us doing this on the regular and getting these uploaded. Again, not posted until 6 o'clock in the morning on the 27th. But
there you go.
Is De La Hoya going to beat Vitor Belfort?
Not until he gets over COVID, because he's got COVID, and I guess he's got a really bad case.
Really?
Yeah.
He just fought Evander Holyfield.
He's got a really bad case of COVID.
Vitor Belfort, COVID-19. Let me see. No, it's Oscar De La Hoya that's got it.
Oh, Oscar De La Hoya,
yeah. Yeah, my bad. That was the 3rd. That was September 3rd. Oh, that's why Evander Holyfield stepped in, because De La Hoya had COVID.
COVID, yep.
Yeah, but I think Vitor Belfort is fine because he fought Evander and beat him up in 1 round. Like, they stopped the fight. And I saw the stoppage. Evander was kind of like, you didn't have to stop it. I'd have been fine. But, like, the ref stopped it. And Evander was just getting punched a whole hell of a lot. So,
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah. So now they're planning, according to MMAnews.com, Vitor Belfort is going to fight Oscar De La Hoya on Thanksgiving weekend. And this is a boxing match.
Let's look at that. That'll be fun.
Yeah, I don't know if I want to give my money to Triller, but I think I definitely might want to see the fight in some form or fashion. I haven't decided yet. As we get closer, we'll definitely discuss it. But, I mean, do you really want to see Oscar De La Hoya versus Vitor Belfort in a boxing match? Really?
Yeah, I like to see what happens, I'm into it. We'll see what's up.
Really?
Yeah.
I wouldn't
be interesting.
I wasn't ready for that at all.
It would be interesting for sure. Say what?
Is Vitor under contract with anybody?
No idea, man.
Okay, I'm looking him up now. Who competes in the heavyweight and middleweight divisions? He used to fight for Ultimate Fighting. It seems he is basically a free agent to do what he wants.
Sick.
Which means beating up old boxing stars. Oh yeah, his last fight was in 2018 in UFC, where he lost to Lyoto Machida via a front kick, which getting beat by a front kick is like,
that's tough.
Like a front kick, the one where they teach you like on the first day of karate class.
Yeah, right. That's tough.
You see it when Lyoto Machida threw it, like it hit the balls of his foot hit him right here, and Vitor was like, bloop. Full nervous system shutdown. It was crazy. But yeah, okay. Well, I guess maybe okay. When the fight comes, maybe we'll get the fight. As long as it's not like $80 or something stupid. Yeah, I'll watch it over here at your
Say
place.
what?
I'll bring some wings.
Yeah, let's do it. If it happens, let's make it happen.
All right. If it happens, that'll be how it goes down. All right. It's time for me to have some dinner. It's time for you to get ready for your fight. Or not fight. Your performance.
No, I gotta go take a shit before I get on stage. So.
Oh well, that's awesome to know.
So I'm gonna let you go because I'm about to run up in there and be like, "Get the fuck out!"
All right, man. Take us out.
See you later, buddy. Let's do it again.
Say the line.
Oh yeah, that's right. Span's got a big ass head. Oh, that's not the line. Y'all know what's up. We're doing this even when we're out on the road. So check us out. Do it up. Listen. Beats and beatdowns. Span and Fonz. 305 till I die. I'm out, bitches. Time to shit.
Lordy.